Evening, guys, and welcome back here on RSA's Healing. I love you all, to my beautiful souls, to my intelligent minds, to my innovative and critical thinkers, to my motivators, to my aspirants, people who are constantly aspiring to be better, not better than anyone else, but better than the version of you that you were yesterday, better than the childhood self that you and only you can see in the mirror, right? People always see the end result. People don't know where the if you came from. Sorry, let's say something. Okay, people don't know where you came from. Man, shoulders still. But listen, today's video is really short. First of all, I've had 2 nights of back-to-back sleep, less than 4 hours. So I'm running on 8 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. It's crazy, or more than 48, right? Because it's almost the third night. It's almost midnight where I'm at in China. And I'm committed, man. I said no matter what, I'm gonna stick to what I said I was gonna do originally and drop that video every day, right? So here we are. And today's one is super short, but it's super important, hey? And I just wanna basically, it's why I love kids so much and why I basically love working with them, working with their minds, working with their spirits, and like, oh wow, okay. Yeah, working with them, working with their minds, working with their spirits, with their souls, their hearts, letting them know that we are no different, right? I work with kids who look nothing like me, who have upbringings nothing like me. These kids are hardworking by culture. I mean, we end late in the evening, and this is a day-to-day thing. Our busiest days are on weekends when they actually come from school to our specific English school from the Chinese schools. And man, they are brought up so tough that I can only imagine that whatever we've gone through, maybe not as traumatic, but they have their own traumas too, right? High expectations, their parents seeing them, I would say, as like the parents, it's super competitive out here, right? And your kid is sort of as it is everywhere in the world. Your child is a representation of you, and they're constantly expected to perform, outperform, be number one at this, be the best this, sort of like divergent level, right? Be sort of like be pigeonholed into something that you're good at, and eventually just like stick to that and get better and better. But as a at a young age, they are put into every single field, right? Mm. And I realized that these kids just need love, man. I am not the most experienced at what I do in terms of the job itself, but I'm amazing at it. Uh, they can feel me. You know, kids can't really be fooled on like the emotional level. Like we work with them day to day, like they know who you are. Now, the big thing is, no matter what the outside world says, these kids love me so much, and I have to admit that it's genuinely mutual. You know, there's a reciprocal exchange of energy, and it's always fair. It's always equal, right? I've been receiving, but today I just had an amazing experience with some of them. My final class actually. Go look at my Instagram and my Facebook. I posted on my story, so if you look at it whenever you see this, like the next day, you might see it, or in the future too, right? But we just shared so many laughs, you know, from the naughty ones to the good ones. I mean, the disciplined ones, the obedient ones who always pay attention, who are always there to learn as much as possible, who always recite as much as possible, to the ones who are probably forced to be there by their parents, right? The ones who are hardened initially to like me as a person, not me as a person, but sort of missing their previous teachers and all of that, which is natural, right? There's people we become attached to who we have sort of bonded with, right? Who we've become familiar with, bonded and familiar with. Familiarity breeds. Huh? I forgot what the saying is, right? But familiarity definitely breeds that special bond that you can't really get with someone who you've just recently met. I see a little mark over here, but that's okay. And yeah, man, I just had the most amazing, like, you know, my style is so different from the local teachers. We all have teaching assistants, and they are so tough on these children just because, right? They probably, first of all, they are definitely ingrained, the culture is ingrained into them. But us being sort of a prestigious school, like here on a local level, it's really, I'm sure that the TAs really see these kids as blessed, so they really get frustrated when they don't make the most of everything, right? Yeah, so just the love I received, man. Even kids that aren't my kids who probably hear about me from other kids, and if they haven't heard about me from other kids, they probably just see me and how I interact with everyone. Of course, I can speak their language super, super well. Added advantage, always a benefit with the parents and with the kids. But man, just them running to the office, I'm getting numerous hugs, and I keep saying it's an equal energy exchange because I get so much joy from that. They charge me up. I don't think they know that, but I realize that I give them something as well that they have been longing for, that they might not be receiving at home or from their Chinese teachers based on culture, right? Based on how things work. Okay, I don't know how else to explain it, but look at me, look at me. I'm really super tired, man, but like the joy is evident, right? I love them so much, and I feel that kids cannot be fooled. The kids go on their feeling, right? Their intuition. They can feel when someone is genuine, when someone wants what's best for them, when someone is there for the right purpose, right? And just the amount of hugs, the amount of I just show them love even when they're not doing the right thing, like in the right way. I discipline them, but right afterwards, you'll get a head rub as a guy, you'll get a pat as a lady, and I keep saying lady as a girl, young girl, and at the end of my last class, like every single one of the students, from the most hardened to the kids who are super rich and super cool, who always act a certain way. We all know these archetypes from when we were at that stage, right, in school in general, or wanting to hug. Even the boys, crazy, wanting to be picked up, wanting to take pictures. Uh, I can't wait to have my own, man. But until and beyond then, I'm gonna love them the same, man. I can just see them changing so much. I can see them growing in their confidence, even when their English isn't the greatest, the pronunciation or their memorization of the concepts being taught. Really, really simple concepts. These are primary school kids, mainly middle school and high school kids too, but the biggest majority of our kids are the young ones. And I just see their confidence growing on a day-to-day basis. I like doing the right thing. I like God has led me into the place that I'm supposed to be, at least right now. Big dreams, but I'm dedicated to everything that I'm doing right now, and that's not gonna change, right? So I want to let you guys know the kids of the future, the kids of the now, the kids, the people who are our adults now, were once kids, and the ones who you might not agree with, the ones who you think, they've just lost their way. That's probably because of something that happened in their childhood and along the way. So always remember that we need to guide them in the right direction, love them unconditionally. Of course, discipline them, be tough when it need, give them tough love when it's needed. But in the end, man, they give me life. They give me so much life. We pour into each other. My heart is full. Yeah. My mind is liberated. My soul is free. I feel like one of them. I'm a full adult, but I mean just within, right? Pure. Um, I want to let you guys know to please, please, please listen to these words carefully and love them. I love you. Peace.